We're spending 18% of our GDP on healthcare right now, and our outcomes are some of the poorest in the world. We are projected to show a 5% increase in healthcare costs over the next decade, each year a 5% increase, so that we get to a point where we're going to be spending 23% of our GDP on healthcare. There is a better system. We know that the current bill that's out there, that Pramila Jayapal co-sponsored, Pramila Jayapal, who came to the district, has endorsed me and has become a friend and hopefully a colleague of mine, HR 1384, the Medicare for All Act, actually saves the government $2 trillion over the next decade. We need bold policy solutions that save the federal government money, that provide health care for everybody, and that also save American individuals and families money. That is why I'm supportive of that bill. Now, I get people's hesitance about it. We want something that protects insurance employees. Omaha's an insurance town. I will never do anything that jeopardizes employees in this town. And the bill provides for a transition plan and money for insurance employees. I will never do anything that jeopardizes union workers. And I understand union members' trepidation about this. And I want to make sure that the union members who fought for healthcare get that money back in their pockets, not to the large corporations that will benefit from a proposal like this. There's a way that we can have a healthcare system that provides for vision, dental, hearing, long-term care, something that each one of us who has an aging parent or who is an aging parent is worried about. I don't know if I'm an aging parent yet, but I mean, these are pragmatic solutions to a broken system. We need a system that gives people freedom and choice. Right now, you don't have freedom and choice when it comes to your own health care. You're dictated by what your insurance company tells you. I talk to doctors all the time that say they want to actually have the freedom to practice medicine. They don't want to be told what's covered and what's not covered. If we actually want a free market healthcare system, we would not have what we have now. The Medicare for All Act is actually in accordance with free market principles because right now, you decide where you're going to get your health care based on what your insurance company says they will cover. That's not free market. We should be able to say, I'm going to choose my healthcare provider based on the quality of that care, based on the location of that care, and based on how I feel about that provider. We need a system that actually gives people choice, that actually gives people freedom. And the stuff that we hear, which are Republican speaking points that are targeting people to say this is something that can't work, they're fear tactics, right? So you're telling people government takeover of healthcare. This isn't a government takeover of anything. This is publicly funded and privately delivered. We hear that you're not going to be able to choose your provider. You don't choose your provider now. But this would actually give you that choice. We hear that we're going to strip you from healthcare. Well, that's ridiculous because why would I be advocating for something called Medicare for All or universal healthcare or healthcare for all that strips people away from healthcare? That's simply not true. So we need the facts in front of us to be able to make this decision. And we know that there will be some sort of phase-in program. This isn't an over the night, flip a switch and everybody gets healthcare. But there will be options for people. They'll actually have more options than they have now, which is why I support it.